We tested over 30 deep tissue massage guns. Most waste your money. One on this list is almost unfairly good for the price. Stick around. No. Recovery matters. Whether you're sore after a hard workout, dealing with daily tension, or just tired of knots that won't quit, the right massage gun fixes that. The wrong one collects dust. We filtered the noise so you don't have to. Links are in the description. If these budget comparisons help you, a subscribe keeps them coming. Coming in at number 5, the Kotsoco massage gun at $22.98. 9 attachment heads, 20 speed settings. On paper, that rivals guns costing 3 times more. For occasional soreness after a light workout, it genuinely delivers. The honest catch: some owners report units failing early, and the charging system has documented current regulation issues. At this price, that's a real risk, not just a footnote. Best for casual, light-use relief, not daily deep work. But moving up to number 4, the options get noticeably more durable. Moving up to number 4, the Loco at $35.99. 10 interchangeable heads, 7 speed levels, and a motor that stays genuinely quiet. That's a lot of gun for under $40. The 3,200 RPM output translates to percussion you actually feel in tight muscle groups, not just surface vibration. 6 hours of battery means a full week of daily sessions before you're reaching for the charger. At 4.4 stars across nearly 9,000 owners, the trust is real and earned. The one catch: the research data doesn't surface a specific long-term durability story yet, so buy on the spec and the rating, not a decade of track record. For anyone who wants serious variety in their recovery routine without spending serious money, the Loco earns every dollar. But if you want the most tested pick on this entire list, the next one is where the numbers get hard to argue with. Stepping into the top 3, the Bob and Brad C2 at $69.99. That name is everywhere in recovery circles right now, and there's a real reason for it. 4.3 stars across over 13,000 owners is not a fluke. 5 speeds, 5 attachments, and just 1.5 pounds means you can actually hold this thing through a full session without your arm giving out. The FSA and HSA eligibility is a genuine bonus that most guns at this price simply don't offer. The honest catch: that T-shaped handle creates wrist tension on hard-to-reach spots. Awkward angles, you'll feel it. Still, at $70, the trust behind this thing is hard to walk away from. Great for athletes who want proven reliability without premium pricing, but the most tested pick on this list? That's still ahead. Stepping up to number 2, the Meback 3 at $99.99. Over 19,000 owners have rated this thing 4.3 stars. That kind of volume tells you something real. What they keep coming back to is how quiet it runs. 5 speed settings, multiple head attachments, and enough power to actually dig into sore shoulders after a hard session. Battery runs 1 to 1.5 hours, which covers most recovery routines comfortably. At $100, that combination of trust and features genuinely earns its price. The one honest trade-off: the handle runs a little thick, and during longer sessions your grip will notice it. If extended use comfort matters most to you, keep that in mind. But if you want a well-rounded deep tissue gun that thousands of athletes already depend on, the Meback 3 delivers. The top pick, though, edges it out, and it's closer than you'd expect. And here it is. Our top pick is the Opov M3 Pro 2 at $129.99. Over 20,000 owners have rated this thing, and it holds a 4.4 out of 5. That is not a small sample. That is a verdict. The battery runs 4 to 8 hours on a single charge, meaning it lasts through a full week of daily sessions without hunting for a cable. It runs whisper quiet so you can actually use it while watching TV, without narrating over the whole room. The one honest catch: at 2.5 pounds, it is heavier than some rivals here, and a small number of users report durability concerns over time. For $130 backed by this many real owners, though, the trust-to-price ratio is hard to argue with. If you want serious deep tissue relief you can count on daily, this is the one that earns it. Estapoyu. So here's the quick breakdown. On battery, the Opov leads. On noise, it's the quietest of the 5. You can actually use it while watching TV. The toe Loco wins on attachment count. 10 heads versus most rivals, 6 or 7. But raw variety means nothing if the motor fatigues fast. For daily recovery, quietness and build consistency matter more. Opov delivers both. Weeknwa. So here is where you land. Light occasional relief. Kotsoco. Pure value with variety. Toe Loco. HSA dollars to spend. Bob and Brad. Daily serious recovery. Meback. But if you want the one that earns trust from real owners, Opov. That is your answer. Slacker. Opov link is in the description. Affiliate links are pinned below. Which massage gun did you go with? Drop it in the comments.